A blue box materialised within the flames of Henrik's department store, and a strange man stepped out. "Oh dear," he said. "It appears I'm a bit later than expected." He saw someone in the distance, with short hair, a coloured top, and a leather jacket. The man got closer to the blue box, holding out some sort of glowing device. As he got closer, he spoke. "What are you doing with my TARDIS?" "I am the Doctor, and this is my TARDIS," the man who originally stepped out of the box stated. "I have owned this box my entire life. And what is it exactly is that glowing object in your hands? This is my sonic screwdriver," the man in the leather jacket replied. "Watch out!" he shouted, jumping onto the original man as a blast flew over their heads. "Quick, we need to stop it!" The original man, now revealed to be the Doctor, lifted up his sonic cane, while the other man held his sonic screwdriver, pointing at the auto. "Listen," the man in the leather jacket said. "We need to do some investigating. So, if anyone asks, we say I'm the Doctor and you're John Smith. Got that?" "Yes, Doctor." The Doctor with the sonic cane, who they now referred to as John Smith, had long white hair and a short beard. He hadn't left Gallifrey till his 4th incarnation, and was now in his 11th. While he was in his first 3 incarnations, he was a historian, one of the best on Gallifrey. He had travelled from a universe where the Time War had never happened, a universe where the Time Lords were still alive and prospering. The other Doctor with the sonic screwdriver was the one you're probably more familiar with. He was in his 9th incarnation, and wore a black leather jacket. He had just come from the aftermath of the Time War, and was scarred by what he had seen. The 2 Doctors arrived at a house, and knocked on a door. "Hello, I'm the Doctor, and this is my colleague, John Smith." "And," the woman who answered the door said, "we'd like to talk to you about the explosion at Henrik's department store, where you work," the Doctor continued. "It's all over the news. I didn't expect you to come till tomorrow. I was just about to go to bed." "I promise we won't keep you long," added John Smith. "May we come in?" The Doctors walked into the woman's living room. "Where were you at 7:45 p.m?" the Doctor asked. "I was just leaving the store. It was the end of my shift," the woman responded. "Did you notice anything wrong with the shop window dummies?" the Doctor continued. The woman stared back at the Doctor, unsure whether he was joking or not. "Nah, there was nothing wrong or unusual about the dummies. Why?" she laughed. "On the security camera, we saw them acting strangely just before the explosion," the alternate Doctor interjected. "The mannequins were acting strangely? How?" the woman asked. "Those details are unknown and will remain under wraps until the investigation is finished," the Doctor stated. Once they had finished talking, the original and the alternate Doctors left the house. "Thank you. We shall inform you if any more information becomes available," John Smith told her as they left. Hours passed, as the 2 Doctors went around interviewing as many people as they could, as the incident seemed very important to the Doctor. As they were walking, the other Doctor received a message from his TARDIS. When they arrived at the TARDIS to investigate, the alternate Doctor ran inside and checked the console. When the Ninth Doctor entered, it reminded him of his old TARDIS console, a glossy white, with white hexagons in the wall, although the Doctor preferred the round things. "I still don't know where you're from," the Doctor asked him. "Oh, Doctor," the Doctor from another universe said, "you are in for the trip of your life." The TARDIS jumped into flight and flew off into the space-time vortex. It zoomed into a gateway before the TARDIS made a sudden stop that sent the two Doctors flying. They had landed. Was it the right universe, they wondered. They walked outside to explore, and the first thing they saw was a newspaper stand. The headlines read, "Ian Chesterton, world-renowned scientist, dead at 87. Dorothy McShane publishes 7th novel entitled Ace and the Professor." The original Doctor looked over at the other. "Is this your universe?" "Definitely not." "Yes, I thought so. Never had Ace down as a writer." The TARDIS launched back into the vortex, getting faster and faster as the features of the TARDIS began to change. The white turned to black, and the blue lights turned to a blood red. For a split second, the TARDIS interior switched to a version of the one from the original universe's Doctor. Black hexagons all connected together in a dome shape, with hexagon-gridded floorboards and a general choral theme. The alternate Doctor liked this design, but figured his TARDIS would never be able to adapt to that sort of change. As the ride got shakier and the TARDIS kept changing, the two Doctors smiled at each other. The Doctor hadn't had any fun like this since before the Time War broke out and destroyed Gallifrey, his Gallifrey. He remembered enjoying fun times in his first 8 incarnations before the Time War, but something in all of his memories made him hurt deep down inside. Whether it was forgotten or lost friends, or just memories he thought he had forgotten a long time ago. The Doctor from the other universe looked at him, and although he looked happy, if you looked into his eyes, you could see the sadness within them, and he wondered if this was how his own life would turn out. Suddenly the TARDIS stopped, and the TARDIS doors opened. The Doctor saw Gallifrey. "This is your Gallifrey?" the Doctor asked. "Yes, Doctor. This is my Gallifrey." This Gallifrey was pretty similar, apart from a few changes. The sand was a rose red, and the citadel was held together with white metal. Inside it, there was a mixture of colours. This Gallifrey felt welcoming, unlike the Ninth Doctor's, which was currently desolate. "Now that I've shown you where I'm from, let's get you home," the other Doctor said. They walked towards the citadel together and went to the hangar where all the TARDISes were kept. He said goodbye as he set off back home. For a moment, he considered staying in this universe. However, he was experiencing an unusual feeling. Hope. Hope that Gallifrey hadn't been destroyed, and that it was out there, somewhere. In a matter of seconds, he was back in his own universe, next to his own TARDIS, on the corner of a street. He was home. The mystery regarding the Autons remained, so he decided to continue investigating. Next on his list of employee addresses was a Rose Tyler. He set off in the distance, still with the same hope. "Ah," a man said, going through the polystyrene in the box he had just opened. He pulled the object out of the box, examining it carefully. It was the alternate Doctor's sonic cane. "This shall be an excellent addition to my under gallery," the old man said. It was the curator.